Hello guys and welcome to a new series on the channel. Today we're going to be starting off the Transport Fever 2 campaign missions. Hopefully you guys are interested enough to watch along and we'll make it all the way through the campaign. Today we're going to be starting off with Chapter 1 Mission 1, so let's jump into it.
Mankind is constantly creating the island of America in the midst of the 19th century. In the Nevada territory, where until recently only a handful of buffalo grazed, nowadays it's all hustle and bustle. Beyond the Sierra and near the Carson River, gold has been found. There's supposed to be loads of it. All you need to do is dig it up. Anyone who keeps at it hard enough will be richly rewarded. What a splendid opportunity.
Brilliant, so it looks like the first mission's going to be revolving around the gold rush here, and then it does look like there's some bonus tasks for us to complete here as well, so let's see what this mission has for us.
Welcome to uncharted territory, newcomer. Wanna get rich? Then you're in just the right place. Gold Rush fever holds sway in Virginia City. And you lucky devil, you've won the mining rights for a promising claim in a poker game at the Red Dog Saloon. Soon you'll be hauling out gold nuggets as big as a cat's head. Thanks to cleverness and luck at cards, you have a gold mine all your own. The former owner, a gal at the saloon by the name of Susie, who plays a lousy hand of poker, already took care of the groundwork. And a practical woman, she left the necessary equipment behind too. Now all you have to do is to find the mine. Get an overview and find out where the riches lie.
Okay, so with this being the first mission, guys, it does look like it's going to be a little bit of a tutorial. I have played Transport Fever already, as some of you may have already seen the other series that I've got running on the channel. I'm by no means an expert in the game. I have played some of the campaign up until the end of Series 1, or campaign Chapter 1 if you like. So hopefully by the time we get past there, it will be something we're in together at that point. It looks like that's the mine.
What a promising claim. Even though only a few boulders have been mined so far, that's no reason to lose heart. You'll just have to dig deeper. You ought to get hold of some solid timber from the nearby forest, so that the fine shaft doesn't cave in. The beams will be excellent for stabilizing the tunnel. Build a station where the horse carts can be packed with logs.
Looks like it wants a truck station here.
Explain to the sort of thick-skulled driver which route he should take.
And now we need to set up a very basic line. We need to pick up some wood there and drop it off over at the mine.
There's got to be a small depot to park the horse-drawn carts too.
Okay, so we want road equipment, a road depot, and it wants us to put that on the junction there.
Everything's all set.
Not a problem.
Now, all you have to do is to get hold of a cart to transport the wood.
And then it wants us to buy one cart, so we're going to be transporting cargo. We only have one option. So there we go.
Vehicle. The transport can get started.
Now it wants us to put this vehicle onto the line we just created. Wait until the horse and cart's delivered logs to the mine. Okay, so we're currently paused, so we'll start that off. Watch our horse and cart come out. Looks very Wild Western American themed, which makes a lot of sense for the Gold Rush era, I take it. You can see the wood starting to pile up here at the depot that we created by the forest. And then if we hit 3 times speed, just to speed this up a little bit, we've got to wait for this horse to go all the way. We might as well do that now. Let me know, guys. I am planning on sort of the opening scenes to the levels that explain what's going on, and any other voiceovers, mission text I'm going to let play. I think that just makes the immersion a lot better and lets everybody that's watching and myself to see what the situation is and the exact theme behind the mission. But if you'd rather not see that, I can just skip over it, so let me know in the comments. We've already got £10 million as well, well, $10 million even down here at the bottom.
Ha! Not everything that glitters is gold. Maybe your poker partner was sharper than you thought. Despite all the hardship, the mine only brings in a few chunks of silver ore. At best, you ought to get rid of it before it ruins you. Luckily, new greenhorns constantly get stranded in Virginia City, who you can peddle that confounded pit to for good money. So, you got rid of the silver mine for a decent amount. Time to invest this money in a lucrative venture. And there's an excellent opportunity. All the ore from the mine must be transported to the silver mills down by the river. A railroad that takes over the transport would be a promising venture.
Okay, so it wants us to go into rail here. Select the buildings. We want a cargo station. And it wants us to put it in a blue. Now, if you hold M and N are the rotate keys in the game for those who don't know, and if you hold shift while you're doing it, you can do it in smaller increments. So I want to join this. As you can see, the platform's too long though, so down here we can shorten the platform, and it looks like 120 meters is the perfect
Terrain is
size.
treacherous. Requires a few very twisted curves.
One good thing about this is now it's telling me to connect open ends of the track. Instead of just following the track and looking, you can just click where it says the track at Devil's Pass. It wants me to connect. So again, we want rail, track, and we just want to connect blue to blue. It's a pretty cool looking canyon, this. We want to connect the green to green, and finally yellow over to yellow. Gives us a nice little bridge.
Build a railroad route that rapidly transports all the ore to the valley.
It looks like that goes all the way down to Carson City. It wants me to establish a new line from the newly built station down to Carson City. So again, we want to go on the line planet. We want a new line. We want to go from this town down to the station in
A
Carson City.
respectable railroad calls for a proper railroad yard.
It wants a rail depot, a train depot, which is this one. We want that in the blue area. It's probably a bit too far. I think that looks about right. Only place it in the highlighted area. Ah, there we go.
A truly well
It's a little
done
bit off, I think,
structure.
now.
Now it just needs to be connected.
It wants me to connect this into the track, which makes sense.
It's high time to buy a beautiful locomotive
Look
together
on the
with a few
depot.
freight cars.
And build a locomotive with 3 cars for silver ore. The only loco at the minute we have this Baldwin 6-wheel. It's 25 mile per hour, 70 kilowatts of power with a 25 kilonewton tractive effort. And we want to take silver ore, and it says 3 freight cars. So 1, 2, 3.
What a handsome iron horse. Time to send it on its maiden journey.
And it wants us to put this train on that line.
Ore transport is
Go.
picking up speed. With a little luck, it'll make you richer than all the silver in Nevada ever could.
Have a look at this train. I do like the old sort of steam trains. The old steamy is good. I didn't realise how uphill that section was actually, but looks like it's managing okay, the train. 25 mile an hour top speed, it's only doing 13 at the minute. Wonder if it will get up to speed. Probably not before this station, but it looks like it's cruising downhill once it's fully loaded, so that'll help a lot. Oh, almost 24. And there's already some silver waiting here, which is great. And that train will now be on its way all the way down Carson City. Send that on its way. The next mission is going to come. Wait till the train's delivered the silver ore, so we might as well watch it go down.
Yes, the deed is done. The first train is rolling down the line. People are dropping everything to cheer your marvel of engineering. Don't pass up the chance to climb aboard and give them a friendly wave.
Oh, okay, so this looks like this is our first bonus task of the
Let's have a
mission.
big round of applause.
Select the train and use the cockpit camera, which from experience is here, but this is one that can take a little while to find if it's your first time. So,
Hooray! There's no end to the rejoicing. It's all thanks to you.
another cool thing here, guys, is if you press H for horn while you're here, there you go, I'll blow the horn off, and that doesn't matter which train you're in, that's always the same. And that's the bonus task completion. Okay, so we'll speed this up, let that train get underway. Hopefully that won't take too long to come down to Carson City. See, just coming around the corner here now. Carson City looks a bit like a similar size to the Virginia City at the top of the hill there, so like the silver ore processing's here, so it looks like we're bringing the ore down, that's going to process it into silver by the look of it. Here we go.
Thanks to your railroad, silver smelting is moving fast and furious. Meanwhile, all sorts of fine ladies and high-class gents get off in Carson City. Make sure they don't ruin their good shoes on the muddy streets. Find out about the needs of your future passengers.
Okay, so once you activate the land use layer, and up here in the top left-hand corner is a drop-down menu for all the different layer filters we can look at. I'm sure it'll teach us all the others as we go through, but first one, land use here. Shows you in green the residential, blue commercial and yellow industry.
In town.
It wants us to set up a bus route. So we'll set up one bus stop there, one there, and one in the industrial section.
Make sure your coaches don't miss any stops.
Wants us to link those with a new line. So we'll go from one end to the
Build
other.
a depot
There we go.
where the horses can be hitched up and the coaches can wait.
I'll just stick another slot. Oh, we can't do it that way actually. That line's going to be a little bit messed up that I've just put on, so I just want to edit that quickly. I want to go from 2nd to 12th to 5th. So, from 12th Street to 5th Street, back to 2nd. There we go. Just because the side of the road that the bus stops on, and it won't allow me to add another one. So build a depot for road vehicles in Carson City. So we want road depot. We'll put this just on the edge of the town here, I think.
Purchase a few coaches with horses so that you can get started.
And it wants us to purchase 3 passenger carriages.
Great.
Put those on the
First
line.
passengers are already waiting.
These guys will come out of here. Fantastic, they'll spread themselves out. It wants us to transport 5 passengers, so that'll just happen over time, I believe. We've already got
The
waiting
Territorial
here.
Enterprise reports. A beast is up to no good in the area. According to eyewitnesses, it's leaped from tree to tree, was at least 10 feet tall, had a shaggy black pelt, and enormous feet. Ask the reporter what it's all about.
so we'll accept that bonus
The
task.
reporter, a certain Mr. Clemens, has revealed his source to you. An old good-for-nothing by the name of Sam Hawkins. He's supposed to be in the saloon in Virginia City. Could be it means buying him a couple of shots of hard liquor before he comes up with the truth.
Okay, so Sam Hawkins, Virginia City. If we go up to Virginia City, I'm guessing it's this big question mark
The good
again.
man was happy to provide information. The monster got a few feet taller with each whiskey you bought him. Word has it that it gobbles up whole cows and picks the remains out of its teeth with a wagon tongue. Our informer thinks it's hanging around near the Ponderosa Ranch, if he's not mistaken.
I love that. The more drinks they're having, the bigger and scarier the monsters get.
Where not too long ago there was nothing more than a dreary
Well, that's the
two-bit
passengers
town.
moved
A
around.
magnificent little city now flourishes, thanks to your transportation services. The locals even call it the Miracle of Carson City. More and more people want to try their luck there. Obstacles shouldn't be put in their way. Get into the passenger business. Your tickets will be the hottest item in town. Make sure that the rest of the world is finally connected to Carson City, a veritable boom town.
It looks like next it wants us to set up a passenger railway between Carson City and Reno, but I am going to just finish this bonus mission first. So it's told us to click on up by the Ponderosa Ranch next.
Old Cartwright and his son didn't take too kindly to your visit to the Ponderosa Ranch. Apparently you're not the first to be hot on the monster's heels. The rancher claims that dozens laid siege to their land, but just when he was about to run them off, they hurried away towards Lake Tahoe with a paper hot off the presses in their hands.
We could already see just down the bay this next question mark, so we'll go here.
The Territorial Enterprise reports. The wild man is dead. His body was committed to the waters of Lake Tahoe, where it will sink to a depth of over 600 feet. Be encased, motionless in a block of ice, and shrink to the size of a small child due to the high pressure. Well, guess not much can be done about that.
Okay, so that's that bonus mission done then, so now we'll get into the main one. So it wants us to build a passenger station, we want rail building, and we want a passenger station. It wants that within this green area. You can see the little sort of tentacles coming off, meaning that it's linked up and people can get to it, so we'll pop that there. We want some tracks to connect it with the passenger station in Reno. I'll take this on a nice smooth curve through the valley. Looks like there's already a piece of track sticking out, so if we just join straight onto there.
Buy a train arrangement that brings
Not
people
done.
from all over the world to Carson City.
Okay, so it wants us to create a train depot. Build a new depot near the line, connect it by another locomotive and 3 passenger carriages. So we've still only got the Baldwin 6 wheels, so we'll take that. For wagons we want passenger carriages, and it wants us to take 3 of them.
Time to inaugurate the line from Reno
Create
to
the line
Carson
in
City.
Reno and allocate the
Town
passenger train.
built on silver.
So I normally do it this way, guys. So if you get the vehicle highlight in the depot that you're after, click the arrow here, set line. You can actually do new line from here. Say that you want to go from Carson City passenger station here. I want it to go all the way to Reno station,
We're off and running.
and then it
Everyone's
creates
dead
the line
set
and
to
puts the
ride a
train on
new,
at the same
beautiful
time.
railroad.
So this train station is within range of that bus stop, so people from all around the town can get to that station. And it wants us to bring 20 passengers either way, so because there's nothing down here yet, I will just put a really small bus route in Reno. So we've got 3 bus stops and a road depot. We'll have another 3 vehicles like we do in Carson City.
There's firewood up in Glenbrook that'll get the steam engines in the Silverworks puffing real nice. But watch out that you don't cross paths with the Cartwrights from the Ponderosa Ranch. They're not the kind of folks to tangle with.
So what I just did while I was talking there, guys, is I put this little route in so it goes from 7th Street to Oak Street to 14th Street, and on the way back it comes through Oak Street again. And so that it doesn't keep flipping around in the street to get to the one bus stop, I'll put another bus stop here so it can stop on both sides of the road. But this bonus task, there's firewood up in Glenbrook. Watch out you don't cross paths, okay.
You barely got away from the Cartwright boys. Now get a respectable load of logs down to the valley as fast as possible before the ranchers come back again.
So it wants us to deliver logs from the ranch up here to timber supply, which is here. And this truck station here is already in range. You can see by the white paths coming across. As I highlight, if I deselect all of this, you'll see as I highlight the truck depot, it's highlighting the final endpoint here, which means it is connected. So all we need to do here is buy a couple of cargo wagons. It doesn't say how many logs, so I'm not sure. We want a new line going from Carson City branch, it's called at the top, down to the bottom. Hopefully these guys will go straight up that hill and not come down through the city first. Of course he's come through the city. And he has, we'll turn both of those round. Send them uphill first. As soon as they pick up some logs, if we pin this guy, we can keep him up. As soon as he's picked up some logs and dropped them off in the city, that will be that mission done. Let's have a look how the train's getting on. Oh, we must have gone past it. Here it is. Got no passengers yet. How many are waiting down here in Reno? 14. See about 19. We need 20 for the objective, but we don't have to do it all in one hit. But there you go, we've actually got 20 passengers anyway. Perfect. So on the way back that'll be done, and if we can just bring 20 back the other way, that'll be perfect. That last person got on, he didn't, unfortunately. Little auto save there. So we've got 21 people heading towards Carson City, which should tick off the top objective here. And then if we've got 20 to come back, we haven't yet. We've got 16, but there's people walking to the station. Oh, there's a lot of people heading this way. They're not all going into the station. Those two are 19. Beth Ramirez going to be our 20th? He is. Brilliant. So there's 22 people here now. So once this train gets here, it does the return journey. That should cover us off. Let's have a look at the first vehicle. It is this one. He's heading down with some wood. But that's all working out well. He should get there, so we'll probably finish this trucking objective before the train has covered both routes. Bonus task. It looked like from the loading screen at the start, or where you selected the mission, there was 3 bonus tasks. This might be the last bonus task anyway. And I'm not sure how many normal missions there is. It looks like there's a bit of room for a few more things to do down at the bottom here. He's got 33 passengers going back. And that's strange. Only 11 out of 20 is counted for the mission progress here. But as we all saw, there was 21 people on that train, so I'm not sure.
Thanks to the supply, silver ore processing is running at full swing, which means your transport business too.
Okay, so that is the bonus mission complete. Yeah, that's strange that the train had, I believe it's 21 people on it. It's only counted 11 towards the mission objective. It'd be interesting to see now on here what happens. We're clearly carrying 33 passengers here now. So when this pulls into Reno, it'd be interesting to see whether it ticks the full 20 off or it's only going to tick half off. But people to Carson City's now just gone up to 13. I'm wondering whether it's because of the bus route, whether people who are at the end of the bus route got off the train and they have to wait until they've completed the full journey maybe. There you go, we've got the tick for bringing people to Reno. And this time we've got 37, so if we got 11 ticked off for Carson last time, it should easily finish it for us with these guys getting dropped off. Again, it's just gone up to 17 people at Carson now. So maybe it is, maybe we're waiting for... Maybe people have got the train from Reno to Carson, they've walked down and waited for the bus stop. And then when they get to there, say if they got on the bus 12th Street here, got off at 5th Street and they were visiting one of these industries, it only counts when they get to there maybe. I guess we'll see, because this guy here just picked up some people from the station. See if this takes us up to 20. It does.
The silver business is doing splendidly. A cluster of pathetic shacks has become the swankiest town in the whole West, where you find the most exquisite shops, the best saloons, and the loveliest ladies of ill repute far and wide. Many an opportunity suggests itself to spend those silver dollars you so richly deserved. Your railroad business is the real gold mine in the state of Nevada.
Well guys, that's the end of Mission 1 Chapter 1 then, so thanks a lot for joining me for this video. Hopefully it's a series that you'll be interested in watching more of. If you are, please hit the like and subscribe button to carry on. If you've done the campaign yourself and you've enjoyed it, or you've found any particularly difficult parts of it you think we might get stuck on, please let me know in the comments and get involved with the series. It not only helps the channel grow, but it helps the video get out to more people and get more people involved in the series for when we do the usual Let's Plays. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.